the organizations that I have a bit of a problem with are the ones that are promising to do all these things, and at the end, they prove more to be a grift than, when push comes to shove, they can't really actually show that they've benefited animals versus the disproportionate benefits that the humans have experienced or enjoyed. I use PETA as a perfect example. I mean, frankly, I find PETA as being more of a problem in the animal rights world than actually progressive. That's a system I'd like to see. That's an organization I'd like to see destroyed to the ground, ruined, and then use those finances to maybe, and they've got big finances. Maybe that should be separated and or rather shared amongst your local smaller groups that actually have their boots on the ground, that are doing things, small animal shelters, and places that PETA will film and say, look at how awful all of this is, and yet none of the money that they receive from the grift of showing how awful things actually benefit to improve the facilities that they're showing. It's just what becomes when an organization's been around either too long or the people in it have become too comfortable. They start protecting their level of comfort rather than trying to achieve that of the goal of protecting animals.
Well, what do they do when the problem's gone? Right? I mean, isn't that mindset?
You just nailed it. No one's incentivized on urgency. No one wants the solution. They want to talk about the problems. And you'll see that more than not, these places will emphasize the problems. They'll sort of like chasing ambulances, like, oh, here's another whale in distress. Donate to us because we're going to build a sanctuary. We promise. Oh, another whale in distress. We're going over there. And yet no pillars are in the ocean yet. So, I got problems. And because a lot of these organizations have popped up in the last decade with the promise of addressing some of the issues with, captive whales and whatnot, everyone's given them the benefit of the doubt and given them some time and a lot of their money, and I've been waiting patiently. But as deadline and looming deadlines pass and they've achieved exactly nothing, it's time to start tightening the noose around them. I mean, at the end of the day, all we did was hand them the rope. We're not taking them to the guillotine. We handed you the rope. You haven't got the answers. Well, then you're going to have to hang yourself.